Someone is obsessed with one specific image of you, and it is not even the one you would post. It is the one that feels like the real you. And Spirit is saying this is not just attention. It is attachment. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because this is coming through for someone specific. Not everyone will feel this, but if it's yours, you'll feel it immediately. Stay with me. There is someone in your energy right now, a crush, a deeply significant person, someone who does not see you as temporary. Spirit is being direct. This person has photos of you, and I don't mean they saw you online and kept scrolling. No, they have your photos saved. Maybe multiple, maybe one they took, maybe one they found and couldn't stop thinking about. And they keep going back to it like it's the only real thing they can hold at the end of their day. Spirit keeps showing the same scene. Nighttime, quiet, lights off, everybody else asleep. But they're awake, phone in hand, screen glowing, staring at you. And it's not random. It became routine without them noticing. It started as one quick look, just a second. Now it's what they reach for before they fall asleep. And it's kind of sweet because they always tell themselves it'll be brief. Just 1 minute. 1 minute turns into 5. 5 turns into 20. Then they realize they've been there the whole time studying you. They notice details nobody else would clock. Your eyes, your expression, the way you hold your shoulders, what you were wearing, the background, the lighting. They're trying to figure out where you were, who was with you, what you were thinking. If you were happy, what made you laugh? They go deep. Spirit is pointing out they have favorites. 1 or 2 photos they keep returning to. And I'm getting something with the color red for someone watching this. Maybe you're wearing red. Maybe it's in the background. Maybe it's a deep wine color. That's for somebody. But here's the thing. Their favorite photo might not be the one you think is the most flattering. It might be candid, ordinary, something you didn't pose for. That's exactly why they love it. Because to them, it feels like you. Not performing, not trying, just you. Maybe you're laughing in it. A real laugh. And Spirit is saying when they look at that picture, their body relaxes. Their mind gets quiet. It becomes the most peaceful part of their day. And I'm hearing them think, I wish I was there. I wish I was part of that moment. I wish I was the one beside you when that photo was taken. They imagine themselves in the scene. Then their mind goes further. They start building a future off one picture, where you'll go together, what places you'll see, what kind of photos you'll take someday, what memories you'll make. One photo turns into an entire story, and Spirit just gave me something really sweet. I heard them think, I hope one day I'm the reason they smile like that. They look at your smile and wonder what it would take to bring it out. Could I make them laugh like that? Would they look at me the way they looked at the camera? They don't just admire your happiness. They want to be included in it. They want to add to it. They want to be part of what makes your life feel good. Spirit is saying they are trying to memorize you. Every feature, the small shifts in your expression, the way you look when you're caught off guard. Even if they see you in real life, they still use your photos like an anchor, like proof you're real, like a calm place they can return to when everything else feels loud. Now here's the part Spirit is insisting I say, this person talks to your pictures, out loud. Like it's a real conversation. Some of them are saying things like, I miss you, I want you, I love you, I wish you knew, I wish I had the courage. Then they imagine what you would say back. Because saying it to you directly feels too exposed, too vulnerable. So they rehearse it in private where nobody can witness the risk. And that's where the insecurity comes in. Spirit is showing me they flip between 2 versions of themselves. One version is bold, convinced they have a chance, convinced they could make you happy, convinced you might feel it too. Then the doubtful version hits and spirals. Am I enough? Am I in their league? Would they choose me? Spirit is showing their finger hovering over the message button. They open the chat, they type, they delete, they close the app. They come back days later and do it again. They rewrite the same message in their head over and over, afraid the timing is wrong, afraid the words will land wrong, so they don't send it. They go back to your photos because that feels safe. But Spirit wants you to know this. Under all the hesitation, they have already chosen you in their heart. I'm seeing threads connecting, like destiny pulling tight. And I heard the word fate. They don't understand it, but they feel like this connection isn't random. I'm also seeing them making a wish. Candles. A quiet moment where they ask the universe for you. They're holding something they want to tell you one day. They want a future where they can admit they used to stay up staring at your pictures, and in that future, you're next to them in the dark, talking past midnight, saying everything you never said before. That's the vision they return to. They think you're one of the kindest people they've ever met. Yes, they're attracted to you physically, but it's deeper. Your energy sticks to them. Your presence lingers when you're not there. That's what has them caught up, because they've never felt it like this and they don't know what to do with it. Now I'm pulling deeper into what runs through their mind when they're up late looking at your photos. First thing coming through, they replay every physical moment you've shared. Every hug, every touch, every time you stood close. If there's been a kiss, they replay it like a movie. If nothing has happened yet, they imagine it vividly, like they can almost feel it. They also see you as wise, grounded, someone people trust, someone with a steady head and strong standards. You carry yourself in a way that earns respect. For some of you, there's Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy here, sun, moon, rising, or simply the vibe you give off. You feel dependable, and that is intoxicating to them. Spirit is also saying they weren't expecting you. You surprised them. They didn't plan for this. Now they feel like every day is a little better because you exist in their world. There's gratitude here, deep gratitude. There's also tension, attraction building, a push and pull, something unspoken that keeps getting louder. It's exciting and it's maddening. They want to show up for you. They want to give. They want to be the one who takes care of you, but they also want you to meet them halfway. They're craving real back and forth. And Spirit is not being subtle. This person is having late night thoughts about you that go beyond emotional longing. They find you irresistible. Your photo can derail their entire day. They see you and nothing else matters. There's urgency, desire, overwhelm, and the energy goes both ways. So if you've been feeling something you can't explain, that's why. Here is what's coming through loud and clear. They're falling in love with you. This is past a crush, past curiosity. They feel it in their body, in their chest, in the way they think about your voice, your laugh, your presence. And they're willing to fight for your attention if they have to. They'll compete. They'll show up. They'll do what it takes to be real in your life. If this is hitting home, you already know. You don't have to force the confirmation. Your body recognizes the truth before your mind catches up. Now I'm closing with charm energy, symbolic confirmation Spirit uses to validate the message. First, someone here is good without her hands. Fix it energy, hands on trade or skilled work. There is also a calm vibe around this connection. No drama, no mess, just easy energy. Cat energy is showing up. Either you or them loves cats or has one. Palm trees are here, so someone could live somewhere warm, sunny, near water. Surfing or skateboarding energy is coming through. I'm also seeing bears and forest energy, like outdoors, hiking, hunting, nature, getting out into the woods. Spiritual curiosity is here too. Astrology, tarot, energy work, mysticism, and I'm seeing space, astronomy, aliens, the unknown. Maybe a moon or star tattoo, something celestial. Hard-working, blue-collar energy is strong, practical, grounded, reliable. Technical skills like electrical work, engineering, mechanics, something like that. And photography keeps showing up, which confirms the whole message. Photos matter here. Spirit won't stop circling back to it. Resourcefulness is coming through. Smart with money, makes things work. Dependable. And emotional depth. Someone here loves meaning, story, connection. Water sign energy is here. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Fire sign energy too. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Take what fits and leave the rest. And the final message that lands at the end, loyalty. This person wants to be faithful to you. They want to show up and mean it. That came paired with trust, which tells me if you give this a real chance, it could be something solid, something you can build. Now sit with this. If someone is studying your face in the dark, like it's sacred, it's only a matter of time before they stop practicing in private and start choosing you out loud. And Spirit is saying the next part will feel like a shift in the air, because they are reaching a breaking point. They're tired of being brave only in private, tired of loving you from behind a screen, tired of carrying all this feeling alone, acting normal around you, then going home and falling apart in silence. This is not someone who just thinks you're attractive. This is someone who feels pulled. Spirit keeps showing me them watching you in real life, even if it's subtle. Not in a creepy way, in a quiet way. Like their eyes find you without them trying. Like their attention locks onto you the second you enter a room, and then they have to pretend they're fine. They have to act like their heart didn't just change pace. They've been trying to read you, trying to figure out if you feel it too, because Spirit is showing moments where you looked at them a little longer, moments where you smiled in a way that felt personal, moments where the energy got thick and neither of you said anything. Those moments haunt them. They replay them more than the pictures. Spirit is saying there is one specific memory they keep returning to. A moment you were close. A moment your voice changed. A moment your eyes softened. Something small, but it hit them like proof. Now let's talk about what comes next. Spirit is showing movement, not a dramatic confession in the middle of the night, not a grand gesture for everyone to see. They're more likely to come in quietly. A simple message, a reason to talk, a question they already know the answer to, just to open the door. Spirit keeps emphasizing timing. They're waiting for the moment they won't feel rejected, when you won't be distracted, when they can say something without feeling exposed. But the energy is building. So here's what you might notice first. They react to your post more. They find excuses to be near you. They bring up something you said weeks ago, and you'll realize they've been paying attention the whole time. They remember details you forgot you even shared. Because when someone is attached, they collect you, not in an obsessive way, in a devoted way. Spirit is saying they will test the waters. They'll try to make you laugh. They'll try to get you alone. They'll try to see if you open up, because they need confirmation that you're safe. They need to know you're the kind of person who would hold their heart gently, because this person is not playing. They don't want a moment. They want a place in your life. Now I'm hearing this clearly. Their fear is not that you'll say no. Their fear is that you'll misunderstand them, that you'll think it's too much, that you'll think it's sudden. But Spirit is saying it's only sudden to you. For them, it's been building. Months. For some of you, longer. And the reason they haven't spoken up is because they didn't want to ruin what they already have with you. They'd rather have a small piece of you than risk losing you completely. But Spirit keeps showing their chest tightening, like the feelings are getting too heavy to carry. So they're going to choose the safer kind of bravery. They're going to start showing you, not just telling you. They'll show up consistently. They'll try to prove they're solid. And you might notice them getting a little protective, a little territorial, not controlling. Just that energy of someone who doesn't like the idea of anyone else getting close to you, because they already see you as theirs in their heart. Spirit wants me to say this gently but clearly. If you feel this energy, if you've been thinking about someone late at night too, if you've been feeling the pull and trying to explain it away, don't dismiss it, but stay grounded. Spirit is not asking you to chase. Spirit is asking you to be receptive, open enough to let them step forward, and keep your standards. Because the person meant for you will not just desire you in private. They will respect you in public. They will speak your name with care. They will be consistent, not confusing. Here's what I'm seeing as the next sign. A message that comes at a quiet hour, or a conversation that starts casual and turns personal fast. And after that, the energy shifts, because once they finally open the door, they won't want to close it again. They've been rehearsing this for too long. And when they finally speak, it will surprise you how much they've been holding back. One more thing, Spirit is showing you might already know who this is. Because the way they look at you is different. The way they listen is different. The way they remember you is different. They don't just hear your words, they absorb you. So tonight, if you feel the pull, if you feel like someone is thinking about you as you fall asleep, trust you're not imagining it. Energy travels, attachment leaves fingerprints, and Spirit is saying you're about to see proof, because the person staring at your picture in the dark is getting ready to step out of the dark and choose you where you can finally see it. And when they do, it's going to be subtle enough that you could miss it if you're not paying attention. Spirit is saying the first proof is not dramatic. It's a shift in how they move around you. They stop acting like you're just someone they know, and they start acting like you're someone they are trying to keep. Their voice changes when they say your name. Their eyes don't dart away as fast. They linger. They wait for your reaction. They watch how you respond to them like your response decides the rest of their week. And Spirit is highlighting this. They are going to start mirroring you. If you pull back, they pull back. If you soften, they soften. If you give them an opening, they take it. Not in a rushed way, in a careful way. Like someone who has been holding a fragile thing and doesn't want to drop it. Now listen, because Spirit is giving me a very specific sign. A comment that sounds casual, but it's not casual. Something like, you looked really happy in that picture. Or, that one was my favorite. Or, I like that photo of you. And when they say it, you're going to feel the weight behind it, because you'll realize that photo lived with them. Longer than you knew. Spirit is saying some of you are going to catch them slip. They will reference something about that picture that they should not remember, a detail in the background, a color, a place, a time, and you're going to pause because you'll think, how do you even know that? That's the moment. That's when you'll know they weren't just looking, they were holding. Spirit is also saying, for some of you, they will try to recreate the feeling of that photo in real life. They'll invite you somewhere similar. They'll suggest something that sounds random to you, but it's not random to them. Because in their head, they've already placed themselves beside you. They've already imagined being the reason you look like that. Now here's the part I need you to hear clearly. This person is going to test you with consistency. Not love bombing, not empty talk. Consistency, checking in, following through, remembering, showing up when it matters, not just when it's convenient. Because Spirit is saying their biggest fear is that you'll think they're just another person who wants a moment. So they're going to try to prove they are safe, that they're steady, that they can be trusted with you, and Spirit is showing me them watching you when other people are around. Not with jealousy, with awareness. Like they're realizing how many people would choose you if you gave them access. And it lights something up in them. Something protective, something serious, something that says, I need to stop waiting. Because if I don't speak, somebody else will. Now I'm hearing this phrase. They don't want to be your secret admirer anymore. They want to be your real life person. And Spirit is showing the exact moment this flips. A conversation that starts small, maybe about work, maybe about plans, maybe about something they saw you post. And then it turns. It gets personal fast. You'll feel it. You'll feel the air change. Their tone drops. Their eyes get steady. And they say something that can't be taken back. Not a full confession, but enough to make it clear. Enough to open the door. Spirit is saying it will sound like this. I like being around you. I've been thinking about you. I don't know why, but you've been on my mind. Or they'll ask you something that sounds innocent, but it's not. Are you seeing anyone? Do you ever go out anymore? What are you doing this weekend? And the way they ask is going to tell you everything, because they're not asking for information. They're asking for permission. Now, Spirit wants you grounded here. If you want this, don't play games. Don't punish them for being nervous. Don't make them feel stupid for feeling deeply. But also don't hand your heart over just because someone feels intense. Make them show you. Make them meet you in the light. Because Spirit is saying the person meant for you will not only stare at the photo. They will build a real moment. They will take you out. They will make plans. They will make sure you feel chosen without having to guess. Now I'm getting one more sign. A quiet hour message, not midnight chaos, not late night flirting that disappears by morning. A message that feels soft, a little vulnerable. Something like, I saw something that reminded me of you. Or, I hope your day was good. Or, I've been meaning to ask you something, and Spirit is saying when it comes, don't rush to decode it. Feel it, because you'll know if it's them. It will feel like someone stepping closer, not just talking, stepping closer. And the final thing Spirit is leaving you with is this. You don't have to prove your worth being loved. You already are. If someone is attached to the real you, the candid you, the unfiltered you, that means they're not chasing an image. They're trying to reach a person. So let it unfold. Let them reveal themselves. And when you see them step out of the dark, don't be afraid to let them see you back. Because Spirit is saying the next shift is not in their heart. It's in their behavior. They are about to make it obvious. And Spirit is saying, you won't have to wonder anymore because they're about to start leaving evidence. Not screenshots you can see, energy you can feel. They're going to show up where you are, not accidentally, on purpose. Watch how they start finding little reasons to cross your path. A quick stop, a small favor, a question that could have been a text, but they want the face-to-face. Because Spirit is saying they're tired of the distance. They're tired of only having you in a photo. So they start trying to get you in real time. And here's the detail Spirit keeps repeating. They're going to start complimenting something that isn't surface level. Not just you look good. It's more like, you have a calming vibe. You always make people feel comfortable. I like being around you. And when they say it, it lands differently. Because it's not flirtation. It's reverence. Now listen close. Spirit is showing me they're going to slip up. They're going to reveal how long they've been paying attention. They might bring up something you did months ago. They might remember what you ordered. They might remember a tiny detail from a conversation you forgot even happened. And you're going to pause because it's going to hit you. This isn't casual. This isn't random. This is someone who keeps you. Spirit is also showing me a moment where you catch them looking, not staring, looking like they're trying to hold on to the feeling of you before it disappears. And when you meet their eyes, they don't look away as fast this time. They hold it just a second longer. And in that second, you'll feel the truth of what they've been hiding. Now here's what Spirit wants you to do with that. Nothing dramatic, no confrontation, no testing, just notice. Because Spirit is saying the more you stay calm, the more comfortable they get. And the more comfortable they get, the more they show you. They've been waiting for proof that you won't make them feel foolish for caring. So if you feel safe with them, let your energy soften. Let your voice warm. Give them a little opening, something simple, a question back, a real smile, a moment where you stay instead of leaving them fast. Because Spirit is saying they don't need you to chase. They need you to allow. Now I'm hearing this clearly. This person is going to offer you something real, not a fantasy, not a late night confession that disappears. A plan, an invitation, a next step, something small but solid. Coffee, a walk, a quick meal, an errand together. They're going to frame it like it's casual, but Spirit is saying it's not casual to them. It's their way of finally moving from the picture into the moment, and you're going to feel them trying to make you laugh, trying to get you comfortable, trying to see if you lean in, trying to see if you want them there. Now, Spirit is also giving a caution with love, because this energy is intense. And intense is not always healthy, so pay attention to the difference. Devotion feels steady, obsession feels urgent. Devotion respects your space. Obsession tries to take it. Spirit is saying if this person is meant for you, you will feel safe, not pressured. You will feel seen, not watched. You will feel chosen, not consumed. So keep your standards, keep your boundaries, and let their actions do the talking. Because Spirit is saying the right person won't get offended by your boundaries. They'll be relieved by them. Now the next piece coming through is this. You are going to notice them cleaning up their presence. They care what you think. They start looking a little sharper. They start being a little more intentional. They start trying to make sure you see the best of them. Not fake, just ready. Like they're preparing for a moment they can't avoid anymore. And Spirit is showing me the exact turning point. A quiet conversation. Somewhere you can actually hear each other. And it goes deeper than usual. They ask you something personal, or they share something personal. And it's not for sympathy, it's for intimacy. It's for closeness. It's them saying, I want you to know me for real. And then it happens. That sentence, the one that changes the air. It might be simple. I've missed you. I feel like I'm always thinking about you. I like you more than I should. I don't want to keep pretending. And they're going to say it like it's a risk they're finally willing to take, because Spirit is saying they've reached the point where staying silent hurts more than speaking. Now, Spirit wants you to remember, you don't owe anyone access to you. But if you want this, if it feels good, if it feels mutual, let it be simple. Don't overthink it. Don't run from it. Just meet them with honesty. A yes, a no, a not yet, but real. Because Spirit is saying this connection cannot live in hints anymore. It has to move into clarity, and I'm hearing this as the final pull of this message. They are about to replace the photo, not by deleting it, by making a new one, a real moment, a real memory, something you're both in, something they don't have to stare at alone. Because Spirit is saying they don't want to hold you like a secret. They want to hold you like a choice. So watch what happens next. The shift is not loud, it's not messy, it's someone finally deciding they'd rather be rejected in the light than keep loving you in the dark. And when they step forward, you'll feel it, because it won't feel like attention. It will feel like stars finally aligned for both of you.